Hi, I'm Lucas Sprouse, and I'm going to be teaching a course called Global Awakening in the fall, and it's going to be a history course. And I chose three of the movements that I think most defined or created, especially from a European perspective, but later on from a global perspective, how the world wakes up and becomes part of itself. So we'll start the course with the Renaissance, and then we'll talk about the Reformation, and we'll end the course with the Enlightenment. And I think that all three of these movements completely changed how we see and how we perceive the world around us, both from an individualistic perspective, but also from a group perspective. And in order for us to deal with these three things, it's very, very European at the beginning, but also we have the age of exploration occurring, and along with this we're going to be exploring groups that are discovered, for lack of a better term, by the Europeans. So we'll talk about some Islamic empires, and we'll talk about Japanese shogunate that completely shuts off from the rest of the world. We'll talk about the Chinese dynasties, and along with these we'll also discuss some confederations and some empires that are in North, Central, and South America that are often overlooked, and these will be like pre-Columbian civilizations. So these are just some of the different groups that we'll discuss. So it's three movements from a very European perspective, but with the age of exploration and with the idea of global awakening, we'll also be looking at other groups throughout the world. So it's important to remember that in this course, we're talking about how Europe becomes awakened to the rest of the world, and the world as a whole becomes awakened also to these three movements from Europe, but also to the beginnings of globalization. So I think it'll be a fun course, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the fall.